Step into the world of Stoic philosophy, where the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and other ancient thinkers offers a guiding light through life's uncertainties. As Aurelius famously remarked, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the hustle and bustle of modern life, where challenges seem to loom around every corner, Stoicism provides a sanctuary of calm amidst the chaos. Picture yourself navigating the storms of life with the serenity of a seasoned captain, facing each obstacle with clarity and grace. Through the principles of perception, rationality, and emotional resilience, Stoicism teaches us to harness the power of our minds to cultivate inner peace and fortitude. So before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our community on a quest for a more resilient and fulfilling life. Let's begin. 1. The power of perception. Marcus Aurelius, an ancient philosopher, taught us that the way we see things shapes how we experience life. Imagine wearing glasses that change the color of everything you see. Your perception would affect your reality. Similarly, by choosing to see things in a positive or neutral light, we can navigate life's challenges more smoothly. This involves being aware of our thoughts and feelings and actively choosing to focus on the good rather than the bad. One practical way to do this is by keeping a journal where we write down our thoughts and emotions. When we notice negative thoughts, we can challenge them by looking for evidence to the contrary. For example, if we feel like we always mess up in meetings, we can remind ourselves of times when we did well. This helps us see things more accurately and prevents us from getting stuck in negative thinking patterns. 2. Stoic practice of rationality and control. Stoicism teaches us to be rational in our thinking and to focus on what we can control. Imagine you're on a ship in the middle of a storm. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you navigate through it. Similarly, in life, there are many things we can't control, like other people's actions or unexpected events. Stoicism encourages us to accept these things and focus on what we can change: our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. This doesn't mean ignoring our emotions, but rather understanding and managing them with reason. For example, if someone insults us, instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, reflect on why their words hurt us, and choose how to respond thoughtfully. This practice of rational decision-making extends to everyday choices, like weighing the pros and cons before making a decision rather than acting on impulse. 3. Cultivating mind control and inner serenity. Marcus Aurelius believed that true peace comes from within, and one way to achieve this is by mastering our thoughts and emotions. Imagine your mind is like a garden. If you let weeds of negative thoughts and emotions grow unchecked, they'll overtake the garden and disrupt your peace. But if you tend to your mind like a gardener, pulling out negative thoughts and nurturing positive ones, you can cultivate inner serenity. One practice that helps with this is mindfulness, which involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By staying mindful, we can observe our thoughts and feelings as they arise and choose how to respond to them. This allows us to break free from automatic reactions and instead respond with clarity and calmness. Self-reflection is another important practice in Stoicism. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can ensure they align with our values and goals. 4. Mastering responses to external events. Imagine you're walking down the street and suddenly it starts raining. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you react to it. That's the essence of Stoicism, recognizing that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we have absolute power over how we respond. Stoicism teaches us to reframe our perception of challenges, viewing them not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and development. This shift in perspective allows us to face difficulties with a clear and calm mind, rather than getting overwhelmed by frustration or anxiety. A key concept in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which means distinguishing between what we can control, like our actions and attitudes, and what we can't, like external events. By focusing our energy on what's within our control, we avoid getting frustrated by things beyond our influence and use our resources wisely. 5. Developing resilience through acceptance. Imagine you're standing by the shore, watching the waves crash against the rocks. Just as the waves keep coming, so do life's challenges. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot change, using acceptance as a foundation for building mental strength. This doesn't mean giving up or resigning ourselves to fate, but rather acknowledging reality and working within its bounds. Acceptance is closely tied to the concept of the dichotomy of control in Stoicism, which emphasizes focusing on what we can control rather than worrying about what we can't. By embracing life's transitory nature and learning from adversity, we cultivate resilience and adaptability. Mindfulness practices help us develop acceptance by allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, accepting them as they are without trying to change them. 6. Fostering emotional agility. Imagine you're juggling balls of different sizes and weights. Each ball represents an emotion, and your goal is to keep them all in the air without dropping any. That's what emotional agility is all about, navigating our emotions effectively while maintaining rationality and mindfulness. Stoicism teaches us to understand the role of rationality in managing emotions, using our rational minds to guide how we respond to our feelings. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing our emotions, but rather acknowledging and accepting them while still thinking and acting rationally. Mindfulness practices help us develop emotional agility by allowing us to observe our emotions as they arise, understanding what triggers them, and responding in a way that aligns with our values and goals. Labeling our emotions and reflecting on why we feel them can also help us develop emotional intelligence over time. 7. Cultivating Stoic detachment. Imagine you're watching a movie. You're engrossed in the story, but you know it's just a movie. It's not real life. That's the essence of Stoic detachment, maintaining an objective distance from external circumstances and internal emotions. Stoicism teaches us to recognize that while external events may impact us, they don't define our happiness or well-being. By understanding that our inner peace isn't reliant on outside factors or our feelings, we can navigate life's challenges with clarity and composure. Stoic detachment isn't about being indifferent or lacking empathy, but rather about keeping a clear head and not letting things beyond our control affect our inner peace. It's like being an observer of life's events, rather than being swept away by them. Practicing mindfulness is key to cultivating Stoic detachment, as it allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them.